Unveiling the King Within, the transformative power of self-care for men. Welcome to a journey of transformation, empowerment, and self-discovery. Today, we're delving into the profound wisdom and revolutionary vision of Kofie Bryant Sr., a visionary entrepreneur who has spent 34 years redefining what it means to be a man in today's world. Kofie's work at King Self-Care Center isn't just about grooming. It's about unleashing the potential within every man, helping them reclaim their throne, and changing the world one king at a time. Imagine for a moment a world where every man stands tall, confident in his power, embracing both his strength and his vulnerability. A world where self-care isn't seen as a luxury, but as a fundamental necessity for personal growth and societal change. This is the world Kofie Bryant Sr. is creating. And today, we're going to explore how his revolutionary approach to men's self-care is reshaping masculinity and transforming lives. Let's begin with the simple truth. Within every man lies a king. It's a powerful presence, a legacy waiting to be unveiled. But in a world that often demands men to be stoic, to suppress their emotions, to always appear strong, how can we access this inner royalty? How can we bridge the gap between who we are and who we're destined to become? These are the questions that have driven Kofie Bryant Sr. for over 3 decades. His journey began 34 years ago, not just as a barber, but as a visionary who saw beyond haircuts and grooming to the heart of what men truly needed, a sanctuary where they could shed their armor, reconnect with their authentic selves, and step into their full potential. Kofie's insight is profound. It's not a haircut, it's an image. This simple statement encapsulates a revolutionary approach to men's self-care. It's an understanding that when we invest in our appearance, we're not just changing how we look, we're changing how we feel, how we carry ourselves, and ultimately how we show up in the world. But let's be clear, this isn't about vanity, it's about empowerment. It's about creating a space where men can be vulnerable, where they can confront their insecurities, where they can dream bigger and step into their true potential. In a world that often tells men to suppress their emotions, Kofie has created a sanctuary where emotional honesty is not just accepted, but celebrated. Consider this story Kofie shared with me. A father came into King Self-Care Center with his young son. As Kofie worked his magic, he watched the father's transformation unfold. The man's posture changed, his eyes brightened, his presence became more commanding, but the real magic was in the son's reaction. The boy's eyes filled with admiration, seeing his father not just as a parent, but as a king. In that moment, Kofie realized the true power of his work. He wasn't just crafting appearances, he was shaping legacies. He was providing a space where men could step into their power, becoming the role models their children needed, the leaders their communities craved. This story illustrates a crucial point. When one man steps into his power, it creates a ripple effect. That father who stood taller, he went home and was a better role model for his son. The executive who found his confidence, he led his team with more clarity and purpose. The man who confronted his insecurities, he became a more present, more loving partner. This is the transformative power of self-care for men. It's not just about looking good, it's about feeling good, about reconnecting with our authentic selves, about stepping into our full potential. And when we do that, we don't just change our own lives, we change the world around us. But here's the challenge. In our society, we often associate self-care with women. We see it as something frivolous, unnecessary for men. Kofie's experience has shown him that nothing could be further from the truth. Men need self-care. They need spaces where they can recharge, reconnect with themselves, and step into their power. This isn't weakness. It's the ultimate form of strength. It's about taking responsibility for your well-being, for your image, for the energy you bring into the world. It's about understanding that to be truly strong, to be truly powerful, we must embrace all aspects of ourselves, our strength and our vulnerability, our power and our empathy. Kofie's vision for King Self-Care Center goes beyond just providing grooming services. He's created an experience that speaks to the soul of success. Whether a man is preparing for a crucial board meeting, getting ready for an important on-camera appearance, or simply wanting to show up more powerfully in his daily life, King Self-Care Center is there to help him step into his best self. But let's dig deeper. What does it really mean to step into our best selves? It means confronting our fears, our insecurities, our limiting beliefs. It means having the courage to be vulnerable, to admit when we're struggling, to ask for help when we need it. These are not signs of weakness. They're signs of true strength, of true kingship. Kofie shared with me countless stories of men who've opened up in his chair, who found the courage to confront their deepest fears and insecurities. There was the CEO who admitted he felt like an imposter, constantly afraid of being found out. The father who confessed he didn't know how to connect with his teenage son. The young man struggling with depression, feeling like he had to put on a brave face for the world. In each of these cases, Kofie's chair became more than just a place for a haircut. It became a throne of transformation, a place where these men could shed their masks and reconnect with their authentic selves. And in doing so, they found not just a new look, but a new outlook on life. This is the power of creating safe spaces for men to be vulnerable. When we give men permission to feel, to express, to be human, we unlock their true potential. We allow them to become not just better men, but better humans, more compassionate, more empathetic, more connected to themselves and to others. Now, you might be thinking, this all sounds great, but can a haircut or a grooming session really make that much of a difference? And the answer is a resounding yes. But it's not just about the physical transformation. It's about the mindset shift that comes with it. When we invest in ourselves, when we take the time to care for our appearance, we're sending a powerful message to ourselves and to the world. We're saying, I matter. My presence matters. The energy I bring into the world matters. And when we start to believe that, when we start to embody that, everything changes. Think about the last time you felt truly confident, truly powerful. Chances are your appearance played a role in that feeling. When we look good, we feel good. And when we feel good, we show up differently in the world. We speak with more authority. We carry ourselves with more confidence. We're more open to opportunities, more resilient in the face of challenges. This is what Kofie is tapping into with his philosophy of it's not a haircut, it's an image. He's helping men bridge the gap between who they are and who they're destined to become. He's helping them see their crown, claim their throne, and step into their power. But here's the thing, this transformation isn't just about the individual. When men step into their power, when they embrace both their strength and their vulnerability, it has a profound impact on society as a whole. It challenges toxic notions of masculinity. It creates more balanced, more empathetic leaders. It fosters stronger relationships, more connected communities. And imagine a world where every man felt empowered to be his authentic self, where vulnerability was seen as a strength, not a weakness, where self-care was recognized as a crucial component of success and well-being. This is the world Kofie Bryant Sr. is working to create, one king at a time, but he can't do it alone. This is where you come in. I want you to think about your own life. When was the last time you truly invested in yourself? When was the last time you allowed yourself to be vulnerable, to confront your insecurities, to step fully into your power? If it's been a while, I want you to ask yourself why. What would change in your life if you started treating self-care not as a luxury, but as a necessity? How would it impact your relationships, your career, your sense of self? These are the questions that Kofie's work invites us to consider. And here's the challenge I want to leave you with today. Start seeing your own crown. You don't need to be in Kofie's chair to begin this transformation. You can start right now, wherever you are. It begins with the decision to invest in yourself, to prioritize your well-being, to step into your power. Maybe for you, that means setting aside time each day for self-reflection. Maybe it means investing in your appearance in a way that makes you feel confident and powerful. Maybe it means having the courage to be vulnerable with someone you trust. Whatever it looks like for you, I challenge you to take that step. Because when you step into your power, when you embrace your inner king, you don't just transform your own life. You have the potential to transform the world around you. You become a beacon of what's possible, a living example of a new kind of masculinity, one that's strong enough to be vulnerable, powerful enough to be empathetic, successful enough to lift others up. Kofie Bryant Sr. and King's Self-Care Center are showing us a new way forward, a way that honors the full spectrum of masculinity, that celebrates vulnerability as much as strength, that recognizes the transformative power of self-care. They're redefining what it means to be a man in today's world. And in doing so, they're changing lives and shaping a better future for all of us. As we conclude today, I want to leave you with one final thought from Kofie. Every man is a king. My job is to help him see his crown. But remember, you don't need someone else to show you your crown. It's already there, waiting for you to claim it. So I challenge you, look in the mirror today. Really look. See beyond the surface, beyond the insecurities, beyond the mask we all wear. See the king within you, and then make a commitment to honor that king, to nurture him, to allow him to step fully into the world. Because when you do, when you embrace your inner royalty, when you commit to self-care as a path to self-empowerment, you don't just change your own life, you change your family, you change your community, you change the world. It's time to redefine masculinity. It's time to embrace the power of self-care. It's time to unveil the king within. The throne is waiting. Will you claim it? Thank you.